So now we are actually adding a different flavor. And the different flavor is that we are now inviting two experts in the Web3 space, also the co-organizers of this event, to a very interesting fireside chat. So I would like to invite on stage, back on stage, Trang. Where is Chris? Chris will be here soon. Okay, good. There he is. Thank you, everybody, for joining us, and welcome. I have to say, actually, in this case, all three people came actually all the way just a few hours ago, a few days ago from Vietnam. I have to say, heads up, nobody seems to be jet lagged. Everybody's energized, so I greatly appreciate that. So let's get right into it. So we like to welcome Chris and Trang to this fireside chat to learn more about their various U2U activities. First, a brief overview about Chris and Trang. Both of them are experienced, or let's start with Chris, sorry. He's an experienced digital strategist with over 13 years of expertise in building ventures, including CEO and management consultant roles. He is actively involved with U2U Foundation, incubating Web3 projects and overseeing the creation of its Layer 0. Additionally, he serves as the founding experts at Frontier Leader Institute, specializing in the digital transformation. Chris is also an incubator and investor in startups, and he plays a pivotal role in M3-2A analytics, making data accessible through text-to-chart technology for Web3 businesses. He co-founded the She blockchain, an edtech platform in Web3 format. Chris previously held positions as the Chief Strategy Officer for Wobi Global and Deputy CEO at Sovica Group, Vietnam's largest conglomerate. Moving over to Trang, thank you very much for being here. Greatly appreciate it. She is an experienced entrepreneur as well, and a senior manager with passion for blockchain and fintech. Prior to the position at U2, she held significant positions at various large startups, including business development director at Intina, a leading digital investment platform in Vietnam, which got invested by our famous local or Asian, I assume, Y Combinator, Sequoia Venture, which we all know by name. From the journey with Infinia, she facilitated a strategic deal between Infinia and Zelopay, top 2 e-wallet, Tiki top 3 e-commerce platform in Vienna. In 2019, she co-founded Binex, Vietnam's top flat crypto exchange, and attracted investments from 7 VCs in Vietnam and China, and is also partner of the top 3 largest exchanges, Binance, OKEx, Huobi. She also played a key role in the success of Entobo, a prominent biotechnology startup that recently raised $30 million from Dragon Capital and Mekong Capital, both on the leading financial institutions in Vietnam. Her journey led her to the U2U Foundation, which we will talk about in a second, where her passion aligns with the team's vision. The U2U Foundation is positioned as the motivation to promote the growth of the Unicorn Ultra ecosystem by leveraging the U2U chain strength and empowered by the community and the U2U Venture Builder, the leading technology incubator in the field of blockchain technology. Now over to Ha.
Yeah, thank you so much, Thomas. And thank you so much, Trang and Chris, to be here with us today. So Chris, I just want to start off by asking, can you please let us know by your own words what the U2U Foundation is all about?
Thank you.
Please check your mic. It's not working.
Okay.
Yeah, let me.
Did we pick it up on ours?
No, that's okay. I just turn it on again.
So
Testing.
do we have? Is it okay now?
It is okay now.
All right. So yeah, thank you so much, Chang and Chris, to being here today. And I just wanted to start off by asking, Chris, could you please, by your own words, explain what is U2U Foundation all about?
So I joined U2U Foundation a little bit in the later stage, not like from the beginning, but the idea of the original founder was as it stands for U2U, essentially a unicorn to another unicorn. So hopefully, like we can create an ecosystem where a lot of the Web3 and emerging tech startup can get in the ecosystem and hopefully to grow and become another unicorn, right? So we hope to be a gateway for unicorns startups.
Wow. So you think big?
Yeah, it's I mean, the vision is big,
Awesome.
and there's a long way to go. And we are trying to do this with a core product, which is a U2U chain, which is what Trang is wearing as a shirt at the moment. It's a layer 0, EVM compatible, which really going after the enterprise value that I think by moderating the entire day today, you have heard a lot about, we're still missing that enterprise component in the Web3 and AI. And combine all of that together with our venture builder model, meaning that we understand that startup in different stage and different area, they will look out for different things to grow and to achieve each of the milestone. Either it's funding, either it's investor base, either it's user base or technology resource. Hopefully, the Unicorn Ultra Foundation will be the place to provide all of that. Maybe not all of that, but slowly, one by one. So basically, that's the idea behind the foundation.
Sure. So, Chang, could you please let me know about U2U Venture Builder and how are they connected with U2U Foundation?
Yes. So as Chris just said, in U2U Foundation, we have our venture builder arm, which is a leading technology incubator. So we have with our core value, for example, like economic resources and a team of full experienced mentors, and also our network. For example, like with top VC, top exchanges like Binance, OK, and Huobi over the world, and also the wide range of KOL influencer in global. So with all that resources, we aim to support like Web3 startup or as well as enterprise with like want to convert their business from Web2 to Web3 to grow their community and success as well in the business. And we also support in terms of technology based on our infrastructure and our layer 0. Yeah.
Sure. Thank you so much anyway. So Chris, as a founding advisor of U2U Foundation, can you please give a clear insight into the stories behind this ecosystem and what inspired your team to build such a comprehensive ecosystem like U2U Foundation?
So I think, again, it's coming from the initial founding team of U2U Foundation that we have seen and heard so much about the story that in the blockchain space, it has to be the enterprise value in blockchain. It has to be, blockchain for the poor or the country who may need it. And actually, it's turned out that developing country, and most of them are in Asia, we probably don't have probably the best access to, the public blockchain out there, because I think if you can measure and monitor quite closely, a lot of really good layers of blockchain out there, they mainly serve the American, they mainly serve the European region. And so we don't have a true enterprise blockchain for Asia, which where I think it makes the most sense in terms of blockchain application, because I think by the time today, we have heard a lot about the cases, how blockchain can transform a certain market and certain industry, especially in countries like Vietnam, Indonesia, Thailand. I mean, whereas there's a lot of the infrastructure are not well ready, that's where blockchain coming in and make the most sense. So we emphasize on that focus into Asia, and we're also going after the value of, you know, like a sort of a more sustainable and greener blockchain out there. So what I mean is we don't go only after speculated applications that blockchain has been known for a few years. We're going after really good sustainable applications like green finance, carbon credits, ESG related applications based on blockchain, because I think that's where it makes the most value for a lot of the country that we hope to expand the business to. And yeah, basically that's, you know, we try to put a lot of the mission and like you said, like a very big goal all together. And it's still a long way to go, but we really like to take a big challenge like that going forward.
Excellent, thank you. Next question, Trang, if I may ask you. So in the past, blockchain have earned a really unfriendly reputation towards the environment for having a significant high carbon footprint that impacts the climate, especially in the crypto mining aspect. So can you give us a detailed look into what made it have such a disrepute?
Yeah, so if we look back few years ago, I need to agree that blockchain wasn't environment friendly at all. The problem is like to operate a blockchain-based platform, we need to consume a lot of energy. So so that energy consumption actually were like very intense topic within the community, especially when more and more people are now aware of environments. So the energy consumption is like attributed into the transaction verification process, as well as create block within a blockchain network. So that results to global warming or as well climate change we have now today. And for example, for the Bitcoin network, so it consumes like 110 terawatt hour per year. That equivalent for a small nation like Malaysia or Sweden for a year. Yeah, so that's with a lot of energy consumption contribute into the climate change and global warming. That is why blockchain had unfriendly or like not so
not so good reputation.
Yeah, not so good reputation toward the environment. Yeah.
I can confirm that when I was until recently at Intel, and it was about chip development and selling high compute power chips to particularly the hyperscalers. It's not only anymore about price. It's actually not the number one. It is literally about the best power consumption per price per dollar. That's now what the customers are really asking for that particular reason. So as a follow-on question, let me ask you one more. So the situation of blockchain and sustainability is having a better future, as you said. Give us a more comprehensive perspective on what is going on between blockchain and sustainability. Where is this going? When do they meet? When is it acceptable to actually, you know, accept the fact that the sustainability needs to be taken into consideration?
Yeah, so as I said before, now more and more within the community of the blockchain field, we are aware of the environments. So for example, just recently for Ethereum network, they have upgraded into like proof of stake. So after that action, we can see that the electric uses of Ethereum network had dropped like 99.9% in terms of uses. So that action actually like Ethereum have the entire blockchain industry put the new perspective into the world and say that blockchain is not like we are not just only efficient but also like sustainable, and we move forward to the future sustainable for the global.
I remember that announcement, that article, and if I remember correctly, they achieved that actually also by implementing artificial intelligence and algorithms to actually reduce the power consumptions dramatically.
Yeah, so both blockchain and AI can contribute into like electric consumption controlling
Yeah.
and or reducing the usage. Yeah.
Yeah, actually, right now, training large language model is also a headache in terms of environment. So yeah, Chris, I also want to ask another follow-up question regarding the sustainability and environment problem. So you mentioned the environment and sustainability is an aspect that U2 team has been placing at the core in being a Web3 platform. So what are the actions that U2U Foundation has done to contribute to the efforts of enhancing the sustainability and decreasing the carbon footprint and making a green blockchain industry, as well as contributing to the Web3 development?
I think there's a couple ways to look at it. I think one of the angle is we try to bring the best value of blockchain into the society, and sometimes it means that it has to be real short-term value as well as mass adoption in terms of user and everything. And that's why we think like one of the vertical that we have to look at is basically environment and ESG related, or in this case, it's carbon credit trading, for example. So what we do is we really look out for those kind of application or founders who working hard in those vertical and help them with our expertise or even market access, for example. So right now we're working with a UK-based carbon credit project to put a lot of the trees in Vietnam, Indonesia, Thailand from the satellite scanning, putting those trees as NFT carbon block in the NFT, and the farmer who owns those trees can use those trees as collateral to borrow money. Yes,
sure?
farmer. Yes.
But you have to educate farmers how to use NFT.
Money talks.
So the thing
amazing.
is, they don't have to do much. I mean, the satellite will be our referees, right? I mean, from the
The
top,
farmers are low tech.
they don't have to do. I mean, anything. They don't run satellite, right? I mean,
But then they need to know what's NFT about. It's not something easy
so
for them to understand.
what they need to know is the satellite will capture the image and tell them exactly how much hectare of trees and everything that they have, and equivalent, this is how much carbon credit that you are producing every year. So either you can use the credit to apply for loans, or use it as collateral to borrow money and reinvest in your fruits and troops and everything so make it more sustainable, right? So it's really solving a financial inclusion problem that we are facing in a lot of the ASEAN country and Asian country. And that's the best example of how Web3 is transforming, right? You have a project all the way in the UK, but the trees and the farmers are all the way here in Asia, and you just bring them all together in a trustless, like system in blockchain, which you can count on the system. Of course, it's still a long way to go because if I'm not wrong, there's still a couple questions regarding the regulations around the space, but the carbon credit trading business has been around for a very long time. So much, if you compare with like a real traditional crypto topic that we're talking about, the carbon credit trading probably will be in the less sensitive space than just cryptocurrency.
I love it. I have to say, this is like technology meets creativity meets revenue model or new revenue models. It's amazing. I couldn't even dream that up, that creativity. Awesome.
Yes.
All right, so we have one last question here for Trang. The last question is, since both AI and Web3 can contribute significantly into the sustainability future, can you share about the further collaboration between U2U and WowDAO, the world's first decentralized autonomous organization for the open source AI community to enhance the future of global sustainability? In short, what can we do together?
Yes, so
many things.
Yeah, thanks, Thomas, for beautiful question. So actually, like after 2 days of on the meaningful discussion within our summit, I believe that everyone now can see that both Web3 and AI can contribute significantly into like building sustainability for our world. So I cannot speak on behalf of Thomas or neither have, but for U2U, we are very ready for a long-term partnership with WowDAO. And I believe that if we integrate both technology, both sides, we can surely become a power tool for building a sustainable future for the world.
Well said. I can only second that. And
Yeah.
I like the term that you says long term.
Yeah.
We are
Yes.
not into short term. We want to have long-term viable partners to build a long-term viable ecosystem for AI developers. Maybe one last question, because we have 2 minutes left and I want to maximize that. What brings you to the United States? And where do you see the vision of North America and U2U?
Right. So I think we had these questions during our preparations for the summit like a couple of weeks back. And I think after the last 2 days of events, I think it changed, and it's kind of reflecting your observation about what I shared with you a couple of weeks back, that more than a few speakers today that we have has mentioning about like, man, it's so happening outside of the US, right? And that's the challenge, that so many great VCs are here. The top AI and Web3 talents are here for sure, but more or less, I think one of the bigger and more ready market for this product to go to is actually in Asia.
It's true.
And so what U2U is trying to do is we just really try to be there, to be your friends, to be the one who hold the hands, to be the door opener for a lot of the partner, the VCs, and also the project to have a great and smooth access into the local communities. Because I think we're talking about, man, much faster speed of technology than when you were at Intel just a couple years back. I think now we're talking about months. We're talking about, man, in a year we go to this country and that country.
Yeah.
So U2U Foundation, besides the product development and all of the incubation that we do, we hope to become a great partner to bring and help, any kind of American partner to try and explore Asia in a way.
I think there's a match made in heaven, as we say in the United States.
Yeah.
And I remember when you were sitting there with Professor Olaf Groth,
Yes.
when he hit it home at the end, it was all about Asia, Asia, Asia. So we may have the know-how to some extent, but let's face it, the party is actually somewhere else happening at the moment. So with that, I thank you both very, very much. We will definitely chat a little bit more afterwards. And now there is the moment of truth. We have 2 more people. Here they are. So thank you very much, both of you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you, Thomas and Han.
Thank you. Bye.